So I wanted to make a video about how inner dance has changed my cap sessions. So my 40 cap sessions so far have always been very, let's say, very layered. So in the beginning, it was all about letting go, releasing. Then it was all about connecting with teachers, connecting with my spirit guides, with my guardian angels, becoming aware of this inherent devotion to God, of this inherent devotion to love, to be a vessel of love. And then it was all about, let's say, healing ancestral lines, healing the family line. Like, yeah, there would be some sessions about that, reconnecting with my inner child, reconnecting with the innocence, reconnecting with my own light and my own abilities, my own gifts, my own true heart's desires, like all of that. It's like everything's becoming more and more aligned, and you just become more of who you really are, and it manifests itself in the world. Now the theme that's going on is about purpose. It's about how to embody what you are, and bring it into the world, right? So for me, the purpose of my life, from my visions that I got, was to be a light in the world, to be a channel for the expression of consciousness, to be a vessel of love, to just be. Like, I don't have to do anything, I just have to be and allow everything to stream through. But for that, I have to let go, because there's still this fear in me that's trying to control everything. It's like, because of the fear that I have of certain situations in my life, I control my life in very routinely ways. And because of that fear, it's like, it's almost like limiting me into what I can experience and who I can become, because I'm attached to a certain kind of lifestyle, because the fear gives me the impression that I control how I feel, what I experience, my safety, my state of comfortability, all of that. And there's this deep invitation in my sessions that like it came to me in voices or in visions, where it was like, you're done. You have to die. You have to let yourself die. Like, you have done everything that you can as a person. Now it's time to be of service. Your phase in your life of satisfying your desires, it is all done, and now it's all about being of service. And for that, you have to let go of yourself. You have to let yourself die. You have to let go of holding on to fear. And even if the fear is there, trust more in God. Realize that God, the universe, universal consciousness, divine intelligence, that is what is really taking care of you. That is what is always manifesting all circumstances in your life. That is keeping you safe. That is giving you the experiences that you need. And it's not the fear or the ego that is protecting you from harm. It's the field. It's God. So, like, trust more in that than in this. Trust enough in God to let this fear go, and step into your purpose. Like, build structures so that the energy can stream through you, and you can be what you are in the world, and you can present it to the world. My teacher talks about it. He's like, when you have your own self-worth, when you don't need self-worth externally to be given to you, like seeking validation, seeking approval, when you just know who you are and what you're worth, and you trust the energy movements of your life energy, when you trust what you need to do, when you trust going forward, when you can do that, then you can just be what you are and share that with the world without any intention to get something back. It's just, you are what you are, and you're being what you are being. David Hawkins talks about this in one of his books. He says there are 3 phases. It's like, the first phase is, what do you have? So according to what you have, it's like status, like You can have a car, you can have a house, you can have a girlfriend, you can have all these different things, and because of that, you identify with that, right? Then it's what can you do? You can be a writer, you can research, you can be a healer, you can be all kind of things. But then the third phase is like your life is an expression of what you have become, of what you are. So for me, I realize I've gone through most of the stages, trying to have things, trying to do things, and now it's about just being and allowing what is in me to be shared and expressed with the world. Now, how has inner dance changed my CAP sessions? Now the last CAP sessions, they've changed because all of a sudden, whenever my session starts, so my last 5-6 sessions, I would always have these visions about a woman, a facilitator. And when I have visions where I would see that we would have kids, that we would get married, that like we had sex, that all kind of things, right? I would see it so clearly in my visions, and it was energetically very alive in me. Like sometimes I would be at a toilet or at home, and it's like the energy would activate and go to my heart or to my brain, and I would feel like, and I would start thinking about her. I would start seeing her. I would feel so connected to her. And I avoided her for a while. And then at a certain point, I went to her sessions, and she had also done inner dance. Now in inner dance, you learn as a facilitator to just be or facilitate the room and allow the energy to do what is needed. So in my CAP session with her, because she's also a CAP facilitator, I just lay down, and my CAP process starts. There's energy moving, there's energy flowing. Like I have some visions, and the moment she comes near me, the moment there's contact, my eyes go open. But the thing is, I'm not doing it. I'm not opening my eyes, because normally when you open your eyes in CAP, your process kind of halts, or it stops, or it dampens a little bit. The intensity goes down. Your process is most intense when your eyes are closed and you turn inward. So I open my eyes, and we just have like this staring eye contact, and we keep without blinking. And there's just this deep eye contact, and like my body sits up by itself. It's like the energy is almost like guiding me to have some kind of experience. And then like I'm putting my hand on her heart, taking her hand, putting it on my heart, and we keep lock eye contact. Like the minutes are passing by, and my mind is like, why isn't she working with other people? But she's staying with me. And like all of a sudden there's this heart energy transference. It's like I feel like this vibration of energy in my heart, and it goes through my hand into her heart, and she starts to like do an inner dance, and she starts to have like light language come out, and I just have like an inner dance also. And it's like we're looking at each other, but there's like a kind of flowy, not sensual, but playful, alive dance. But it might seem sensual, or it might seem let's say not sexual, but it might seem like erotic, but it's actually very innocent. It's so pure and innocent. It has no notion of trying to do or get something, or trying to get to a climax, or some kind of excitement. It's just like this inner radiance of like a sun shining, and just the waves like coming out, and just like there's like this wave of and it's so beautiful. Like notes are being played in your body, and you're just in that moment. And then I lay down, I close my eyes again, and she does the round with the other participants. She comes back again. The moment she's near me, my heart, it's like pulsating with energy. I go up, and we just have eye contact. We just look at each other. We look at each other, and I either start to stroke her cheek, or I start to give her kisses here. Like at some points, I even kissed her feet, because there was a deep devotion in me, and there was like this soul connection happening. Sometimes we just like stayed and hugged, and I felt like if you have a body, it's like your feeling of this, the boundary of your body, it, you go beyond the threshold. It's like you go beyond your body and you feel like into the energy field of the other body, and there's like this communion, this harmony, this frequency that's vibrating very, very deeply together in sync. And it's like there's a oneness or a melting happening. It's so beautiful. And like I've done 2 sessions now, and every time I've gone to her, I always have those experiences. Like I haven't had a regular CAP experience like my 40 sessions before. It's all about, yeah, almost having like inner dance experiences with her. And it's very funny. I never expected that. Like I asked some people that I knew, and like one woman, she also said like, hey, I also had that with her. It's like at one point, like she just came near me and I opened my eyes, and I didn't know if I was supposed to, but we just kept eye contact. And there's something special about having eye contact, because when you're having eye contact with somebody and it's really deep, you feel in yourself triggers of vulnerability. You feel how deep you can go, because the deeper you go, because there's a lot of non-verbal communication going on. Like the eyes are the windows of the soul. You know, it's like the mirrors of the soul, or the reflection of the soul. Like you look into each other's eyes, you look into the soul, and like you feel everything that is unconscious in you, or afraid, or unworthy, or ashamed, or judged. It's coming up. It's like, will she see that? It's like you feel those layers in you being triggered, and then it's like a choice. Do you go further? Can you go further? And the more of those layers that you go through, the more purer that the looking becomes, because the looking then becomes almost like a soul communion. There's a deep recognition of each other's souls, and there's a deep recognition of like an unconditional love and an innocence of that love. It's like love beyond love, because you have romantic love, but it's like a very specific form of love. But there is an unconditional wholeness, a love that is beyond the conditioned love that we know as relationship love or romantic love. So for me, it's like she's almost like a key, because by having these experiences with her, I'm having an opportunity and a chance to, like she's like facilitating the space for me to unlock those depths and those layers in myself, to go deeper into the inner dance, to go deeper into my own being, to go into expansion, to go into surrender. And honestly, I'm really wondering how it's gonna evolve, or where it's gonna evolve to. But I do feel that there's a yeah, almost like an immersive expansion of my beingness that was always there, but that I now become aware of. And it's just like there's a sincerity and a humility about being able to sing that deep, being able to, yeah, to feel this magical beauty of being alive. And it's so beautiful because it's so pure. It's like untainted by judgment or personality, or yeah. So that of course there's like a devotion for this magic, for this gift, for this aliveness that naturally occurs. So like at certain points I just bowed to her, or she bowed to me, and I thought like, thank you so much. And there's just like a inner radiance, a happiness. Like at some point I just kissed her feet, because I felt so grateful, so beyond myself as a person. Yeah, but I will do a CAP session with another facilitator, and I will see how that will change, or whether it will be the same. It's very interesting to me to find out, does this have to do with the fact that she has also done inner dance and CAP and is now doing CAP, or is it possible with every facilitator? I'm really curious to find that out. So yeah, thank you.